I love Southern accent.
Okay.
They think
Okay. So this is a preliminary Zoom. I'm a little hoarse and I look like a horse that's been run over. But we wanted to have the directors on here and we just started recording. So Lisa, I'm going to let you kick it off.
Oh, okay. Well, I wanted to welcome everybody. I'm excited to be partnered with the Mafia to do this 90-day run. Dina and I have, we've kind of been talking about this for a couple months, and we just have such big ideas and such great things in our minds for each of all of you guys, because you have all been so incredible the past couple months. And can we please just start by saying to, all of the Memphis crew, congratulations on your huge rank up. I mean, Dina, that goes to you, but I know, and that takes an army to get there. So that congrats is really to all of you, because not only did you all have your own, but you brought this to an Elite 2 team in a month that isn't something that is typically done. So congrats to all of you. You're in full-blown momentum mode, and I think that's fantastic. And I think that now is the perfect time for what I'm learning from Dina, when to pour, gas on the fire or fuel on the fire, and when to pour water on it.
Yeah,
Did I say that right?
When you're working with your teaching leaders, when to pour fuel on a fire and when to pour ice water on.
Okay. That's what I meant, everyone. See, so the whole purpose of the 90-day run is to take all of us that want to go, because it's a voluntary army, to the next level. I believe that, we can do incredible things together. I know that between the two teams, there is so much talent. And the cool thing is I think that the talent on both sides are really similar, but really unique as well. And I think when you blend that together, it's going to be taking care of business. And that's exactly what we're looking for. So Dina and I have had this big idea for a couple months, and we kind of got to that point the other day where we were just so excited that we didn't want to wait till the last week of December. We really wanted to start talking to all of you as leaders now to kind of build our skeleton for what we want this run to look like. And I know that all of our businesses are different, but I think the outcome of what we want is the same for many of us. And I have a couple ideas. I know that Dina does too, but we really want to hear from you all what you think the masses need in order for them to take it to the next level. So that's really where I want to leave this to kind of be just like an open forum, and just kind of draw out what we want this to look like before we bring everyone else in.
Well, I have some. Do you want to go over your notes and then I'll go over mine and then we'll open it up?
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
So the first thing for those of you in the Memphis team that don't work as closely with me as the way that my team does is that I want you to know I'm no nonsense. I'm one of those people that Dina likes to call meat and potatoes. If somebody tells me what to do, I'm going to do it. I love theory and I love the concept and I love personal development, and I think we need a ton of that. But I also love when someone says, if you do this, this is most likely what's going to happen. And I assure you that that's what I'm going to bring to this Zoom for you are specifics, just specific action steps of things to do that are going to help take you where you guys need to go. One of the things that I think that we all could use is we need to work on the team leader rank. Okay, the team leader rank is really, really critical in this business. And I know, being again very transparent, that there were several directors in my organization in the month of November that missed their highest rank because they were missing a team leader leg. And I know that we're not the only ones. So one of the things that we really want to work on with this 90-day run is helping new people get to team leader, helping existing team leaders maintain team leaders, but also helping you all learn how to build new team leaders. So that's one of the things that I really want to work on. That's my note so far.
So guys, again, I'm sorry that I sound in my head, I sound horrible. My voice, it's not the most pleasant voice as it is. And now it's, but, so I love, I can tell you right now that I've grown a lot in the last year, and I know I see Shannon spots, I see Paige, I see Shannon, I see Deanna. She got a call and she's going to jump back on. But the growth in these people, I wish I would give anything if I had a video of Shannon Spot's first time she ever spoke and the last time that I've had her speak. It's completely two different people. And so she's super talented. But this part right here, the leadership part in speaking, was something that she wasn't comfortable with. And I can tell you that these things, just seeing someone like that grow so much, and of course, like someone like Deanna is just naturally talented. So I want to tell you guys a quick little story as to why we want you guys involved, and we want you to be a part of this, and we want you to be, you're going to be super, super stretched as a leader. And if you're not being stretched, you're not growing. Everybody understands that, right? And so I'll tell you a quick story about Deanna Sanders. Deanna Sanders was in my group, on my organization in the other company. And she was a few levels down, and she was someone that came to market parties, and she came to different things, and she was always pleasant and nice and all that. And I knew she was, really good at getting customers and things like that. So she was in for a couple of years, and it was like the end of the summer before we all came to Modere, and we were at a market party, and she and I we were at a restaurant, an Italian restaurant, and she sat with me at the table, and I began to ask her questions, and she began to tell me about EHT. I mean, I'm just going to go ahead and tell y'all what it was. And she presented it in such a way, I was blown away. Here was this girl the whole time that was smart as a whip. And so when I got to do the presentation, I didn't tell her because I knew she'd be super nervous. So when I got to the EHT part of that presentation, I called her up, and she was like, what? So, but she came up there, and a star was born. There was a super talented person right under my nose, and I didn't even know. So you guys, we're going to find super talented people in your organizations that are right under your nose, and you had no idea what their huge gift was. And that's the reason we want you to be. Paige Bingham is the same way. She never dreamed she could present the way she is. And she'll tell you, I've had to be tough on her a couple of times. And I'm not really being tough on her. I just teach her what someone told me. And if you were to ask her, Paige, what's the number one rule you can think of off the top of your head you learned as a speaker?
Hold on, I'm at the drive-through line. Okay, what? Say that again. As a what? I mean, I know not to chew gum, and I know to always look gun up.
There you go. So Paige and I were on an appointment together, and she was chewing gum, and we got to the car, and I mean, she's a friend. She's a really good friend in this business with me, and I had to look at her, and I had to tell her what a mentor told me, and that is, don't you ever chew gum in an appointment or if you're presenting. And so it's just little things like that. And so everybody's hungry to learn, and so everybody's growing. So what I'm trying to say is, you guys are going to be stretched, and it's time. You are ready. You are ready to grow to that next level. And Sue, you were an NMD in Nerium. Were you coached by David Bird at all?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I ended up with Robert Greer, and I'm just going to tell you guys, I really took a lot of that stuff to heart, and I went and I dug this baby out today.
I threw mine out. Oh, I shouldn't have.
And it is full of stuff. And so there's so much that has brought me to here where I'm at right now. And you guys it's going to be your time to shine. And we're going to ask you to do things. So you're going to be asked as a director to head up a Zoom, maybe a weekly Zoom. And so I might say, Shannon Spots, I want you to take this week and head it up. And I want you to arrange for whoever you want to talk on it and whatever topic you want to talk about and what helps you and what do you think would help these other people. And it's going to make you step up to that next level of not only coordinating and organizing, but leading. And so that's going to transfer over into your business. Shannon Rhodes is on this call right now, and she's super, super artistic, and she is she's truly gifted, and she doesn't think it's a big deal, but she's truly gifted. And we had a paint board thing that we did here, and she's a rock star. She shines like a star, and she's hungry to learn how to take that and shine into her business. And so, do you guys get where I'm going with all this? You are going to grow. And this 90-day run is, if we do it and you take it seriously, and we lock arms and all grow together, I promise you, you are going to make you proud. And, you know, there's nothing like making you proud of yourself. Your family and your friends can be proud of you, but when you can honestly say, I'm really proud of myself, that's what we want. That's what I want you to say in 90 days. I'm proud of myself. And so I wrote down a few things just for this group, because the other group is not ready, but you guys are ready to go. You're ready to do this. You're ready to stretch, and you're ready to grow. So one of the things I learned as a leader in the other company is that momentum is a physics term, and it is part of physics, and it's something that's very, very deep. And effectiveness generates momentum, and you have to be crystal clear on what you're focused on. And so that's another part. So, I mean, this is going to get involved. It's going to get deep. You're going to learn things about yourself that you didn't know, and some good, some bad. But either way, when you do that and it's uncomfortable, that means you're stretching. That means you're growing. That means you're in the right place. Does everybody get that? Does everybody know that when you grow and stretch and it's super uncomfortable and you just want to throw in the towel, that's when you have to keep going, because you are about to go to the next level and you're being stretched. So you have to, but the reason we want to do this call is we have to be proactive in what we're going to try to accomplish in this 90 days. So with that being said, I want to ask you guys a couple of things, and that's number one, do you believe in your people? Do you believe in the people that you work with? And do you believe in the people that you may have in your organization? And we have to have a system. Do you guys know that every super successful person that has ever come from this industry did 90-day run after 90-day run after 90-day run after 90-day run? You guys know that, right? And so, but this 90-day run is going to be like none other that you've ever done, because you have a voice. You are going to be in charge of things. You are going to be finding what your gift is and what your talent is, and you're going to be sharing it. And when you get more comfortable with that, and that's when you pour jet fuel on what your talent is. You know, I told you guys about Deanna Sanders, and, you know, she killed it that night, and a star was born, but there was someone underneath there that was severely broken and insecure. And we had to work through all those things. And, you know, she found what her gift is, and her gift is loving on people and pouring into people and making them feel worthy. I love what Amber Duluth said the other night, worth and value plus tax. She makes people feel that way. Her people would walk through fire for her. And that's what your team and your people you're leading have to say about you. They're going to follow you. They're going to follow you. But you have to lead them, and you have to be doing what you want them to do. And it all starts coming together. But one of the best things I ever learned, and you'll hear the Memphis Mafia say this a lot, because a lot of us say this now, is we all know what working tired means. Working tired means I don't have anything left to give, but I found a way to give a little bit more. I found a way to go a little deeper today. And guys, I know this is kind of, y'all don't know this side of me, the real businessy part, because I'm a total goofball, but I'm serious when it comes to my business. And I'm serious about helping people promote and grow and get where they want to go. And I believe that this combination of these two groups is going to be life-changing. I really, really do. And I believe that people are going to be begging to be a part of what we're doing. And if you take this serious and we kick off this 90-day run and we truly, truly get after it, and you grow as a leader, your people are going to follow you. Your team is going to grow. You're going to grow. And you're going to be blessed more than you could ever have imagined. And if you can realize who you are right now, right this very second, I promise you, what we have planned and where we want this thing to go, by the end of March, you will not recognize the person on this Zoom right now. That's how much we want your life to change. So we're serious about it. and we're going to have a whole hell of a lot of fun, because if you can't have fun, I don't want to play. So we have, you guys know, with the new year, we have weight loss, we have makeup coming, we have all that stuff. It's going to be time to jam, rock and roll, and jam and roll with it. So with that being said, you're going to learn a lot, and you're going to have a system. So I want everybody on here, do you have some sort of planner? Or I put those tracker sheets in there. I found those tracker sheets highly effective in my 90-day run. I can tell you right now, I'm being very, very honest, the retreat that we went to, a lot of you were at, that we even had relationships that went with you guys. That retreat touched something deep down inside of me. And when I left there, I applied that and this 90-day run that we just did with Justin Prince. And I can 100% tell you that's how I went E2 this month, because of that. And it's not because of what I did. It's because of what it helped my people do. And so if you guys can get your brain around that, I mean, just, unmute yourself right now and tell me where you see yourself possibly being at the end of March. Who wants to be where? Tell me. Okay.
Hey, I want where I want to be.
Hit it. Roll with it.
By the end of March, that's 3 months. I think that is totally doable to be E1 with all we have coming.
Yes.
That's exactly where I'm looking at. E1 by March. This is Amber. I'm sorry, I'm muted out. I'm on my way to the airport, but I think that's a great goal. E1 March.
There you go. Who else?
Well, this is Justine. I want to be E2.
Yes. Who else?
I want to be E1.
There you go.
Who was, wait. I'm writing this down, you guys. So I want to know who was that last one. I missed it.
That was
What, okay. MW. Okay. What do you want, Dad? My dad's here, you guys. He goes, I want to be E1.
Sign them up.
Who else? Anybody else?
I want to be E3.
Woo!
E1.
Okay. So here's the thing: is you have to be very clear about it. You have to be very clear that that's what I want my goal to be, and it has to be something that is doable. I mean, it has to be something that, don't put your goal so far to reach it you're going to be upset with yourself. It has to be something doable. But you guys are all right on track, and I promise you, if we all lock arms together and ride this sucker so hard that at the end of 3 months we're going to roll its tongue back in its mouth, we are all going to hit our goals. I'm so serious. I'm so serious. I've never been so fired up in my life. And I want you guys to know it works. I'm here to tell you it works. I took that retreat and this last 90-day run, and I did it. Why can't you? Is there any reason why anyone else can't?
No.
I don't have anything you don't have. Michelle Westover, I hear about you all the time. Lisa Corcoran brags on you constantly. So I already know you well enough through her to know you can hit your goal. You can totally hit your goal. But we're going to be able to help each other. I have a little different. I'm different. I mean, what these other leaders bring and what I bring, I believe that it's all going to mesh together, and we're all going to try to have lunch. Or we're not going to try. We are. We're all going to have lunch. Everybody that's going to Salt Lake City, that's going to be part of the TCB. We're going to have lunch together. We're going to take a group photo, and that's going to be like the moment that we're like, okay, this is when, we really kicked it into gear. And you'll be able to go back and look at that picture and say, this is when I got serious. This is when, do you want me to does anybody on here really want me to tell you what one of the lines that Justin Prince said on our 90-day run that changed was a big part of what happened in me? Is anybody here interested in that line?
Yes.
What he said on this call was, he said, what are you saving it for? When are you going to turn it on? That was it. That's all I needed to hear. What are you saving it for? And I said, oh, hell yeah, we doing this. I mean, he was that struck a chord in me like none other. So anyway, didn't mean to preach on here, but I'm just super, super excited about this, guys, because I want everybody on here. There's Deanna. Deanna, sorry I told them your story about a star was born when you got up to talk that first time, and you were right under my nose. But I promise you, Deanna Sanders is P1, D2, and she's knocking on D3's door. And I can tell you, she was right under my nose, and I didn't know it. I can't wait. I guarantee you, I predict right now that in the Memphis Mafia alone, and I'm going to ask Lisa Corcoran to and Sue and Justine to say their numbers. I promise you, the Memphis Mafia will launch no less than 6 superstars that I had no idea were there. What do you guys predict?
Well, I can tell you that I've recently, Dina, even just since you and I have had this conversation about the uncovered superstars, I have made a point to scroll through our organization and reach out to some people that are quiet and that they don't say a whole lot. They don't ask for a whole lot, but when you look at their numbers, they're producing.
Right.
And I think that us digging in and doing a little bit more of that, I think we're going to be really surprised what we can find. And I think I already found 2.
There you go.
And that's only been in the past, the past week maybe since we had this conversation. I would say I found 2 already. And that doesn't even include the new people that are, within their first 90 days of being with us.
Right.
Make him stop.
Exactly. Y'all, they're there, and they just want to have a voice. They just want to be heard. They just want to be told, I believe in you, and you can do this. And when you take the reins off of them, I'm telling you, I'd give anything if you got, and I don't know if Amber Coleman's still on here or not, but, I did a Zoom for people who had PTSD, coming over. And those 2 were the last 2 speakers. And I'm going to tell you, they literally blew me away. They blew me away, and they blew other people who watched that video away. There's another girl named Tina Hux that's at work right now. She's a teacher. And they have so much talent, and this 90-day run is going to change their life.
I have to say too, Dina, I'm just thrilled to be working with you guys, because I do believe that we come from different places. We have different strengths. We have different personalities, and just we'll braid it together, and it's going to be unbreakable.
It's going to be amazing. I'm telling you, everybody's going to want to know what we're doing, and they're going to want to be a part. And here's the thing, the answer is no. We've already laid the groundwork down that it will completely throw off the dynamics of what we're trying to achieve if we start letting other people be a part of this, because this is about, we can't take on another group. These are 2 groups that are blending, and we're looking for people who are sinking and have talent, and they're right under our nose and we don't know it. And we're also wanting to help you. We're going to get you where you want to go. And we can't do that if it gets so large. We can't do that. And then and here's another thing. If other leaders come in, then they all want to have ideas, and we want your ideas, not theirs.
This is the
Did
core.
you just say idea?
Idea.
Okay.
How do y'all feel about that? How do y'all feel about the reins being taken off, and we just really get? I can't wait to hear from Michelle Westover and Justine, and I can't wait for Sue and all these other guys and everybody else in that organization. I can't wait to be blessed by you guys.
Vice versa, for sure.
And
I'm happy to bless you guys any day, but me driving with my GPS in the background isn't giving me time to talk. But I'm happy to bless you with my ideas another time.
I'll tell you, Dina, one of the things that I know that our group really is going to need from your group is, and we talk about this a lot, because since your rank up, a lot of people have come to me and said, what is Dina Peacock and that team doing? And I said, they're not doing anything that we're not doing. They're just doing it harder. They're doing it faster, and they're doing it with heart. And they're not letting the roadblocks that we have, and we know we have some, they're not letting those stop them. So we know what to do, but I want to share with you that hold on a minute, there's a dog in the Zoom. One of the things that I think our crew really is going to get from you is the heart. And I know for me, like, cause I love meat and potatoes. I want to close a month together.
Yes.
Mm.
Look, the mafia, month end is a holiday to the mafia.
See, and that's how it should be. It should be a holiday, because I know there are some month ends that I love and I'm pumped for. And then there are other month ends and I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? It's time to do that again.
Mhm.
But you guys do it together and you turn it into a thing.
Mhm.
And by turning it, like when you sent me that picture, no, it wasn't you. Who sent it to me? It was either Paige or was it Missy? It was at the end of the month, Dina. It was when you were on your trip. One of them sent me a picture and it was Paige, Missy.
It was alcohol.
Who was it?
I said it was me, but it was all of us with our alcohol. That picture.
Yes. But I'll tell you, I want to share this with my guests. I think this is important for them to hear when we talk about the culture. Paige sent me a picture and it was Shannon, it was Deanna, it was Paige, it was Missy, all in their own house with their drink. And it was a collage put together. And it was, this is how Memphis closes a month.
Mhm.
And you guys make it a holiday. And that, Dina, that's the perfect word for it. It can be a miserable ass thing or it can be a holiday. It's what we make of it. And
Well, we haven't had a miserable holiday yet, and I don't want to.
Right.
Because
And
there's
I
always somebody that wants to, that even if it's a bronze, we celebrate it like it's a platinum 3. I mean, and I can't wait. But these guys, that was the very first month in I ever missed in my whole career, and I was nervous. I mean, it's not because I didn't know what they could do. I knew all along, but I hated to miss it because I knew that there was going to be some real excitement and that we'd worked for a long time, and I was going to miss it. But you know what? It ended up being remarkable because they spread their wings, went way out, and they did great. And that's what's going to happen to you guys. And they're going to continue to grow, and we're going to find even more people who are going to soar like eagles.
I think too, like literally the nuts and the bolts of what does your last day of the month look like? What reports are you running? Who are you talking to? What are you saying to them? What are you bringing to the people? And not only that, Dina, not what are you doing? Not what am I doing? What are the director teams doing to make sure that nobody in that organization misses a rank by 3 or 10 or 100 points?
Right.
What are we all doing? Because I know that if we're not all doing our own part, somebody's going to get missed because there's too many people for 1 or 2 of us to catch it all.
Right.
So I know when I brag on Michelle Westover, one of the things that Michelle Westover does is she looks at the reports and the details and the numbers daily. She knows who put in a new order, when it went in, where it is, whether the credit card went through, whether it didn't, when it shipped. She knows that. And that to me is extremely, extremely important. So I really feel like between the heart and the how to do the hows, when we put all that together and we can really count on our director teams to be able to know that they got that down within all of them, it's going to allow, I just think we're going to catch so much, whether it's talent or missing numbers or whatever, that we didn't catch before because we had too many people trying to do the same things and some being missed. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. So I have a question. Michelle, you can unmute yourself. How'd that make you feel just then?
The compliment? Go on. What else you got?
Okay.
That's good.
Okay. See the way you feel right now? That's how we're going to make your people feel.
That's good. Good stuff.
And
Magic.
that, my friend, is where the magic happens.
Mm-hmm. It's
Can I
true.
get an amen?
For sure.
Yeah, you're totally right. So I love that. And that's one of the things that I think would That's Michelle's Zoom right there.
Yeah, there you go. So, but I mean, it's going to be, here's another thing you guys are going to have to, it's going to be up to you to, because you know what, I put it in my thread, you know, who wants to be a part of this. And some of the guys that I know were at work that I already knew what the answer would be, I added them. But the ones that didn't, there are people in my leadership thread that did not opt in. And
Us
it's
too.
sad. It's sad. But, you know, that's okay because, you know, it is what it is. But it's going to be your job to get your group engaged in this so that we can love on them and they can learn from all these different styles and find that talent in their organization that is going to, there's nothing better than finding someone or helping somebody get where they want to go and watching them fly. There's nothing better. Nothing. And that's what you guys are going to be doing and learning. And I can't wait. I can't wait. Know exactly where you are right now at the end of the year so that we can just see how far we go in 30 days. But this is 30 days after 30 days. But I really believe this is a very unique 30-day run that's a game changer. And I don't think it's by accident that we're just coming off one with Justin Prince, because I'm telling you, he gave us some great stuff, and we're going to be able to share that with you guys. And it was a great 90-day run. And so now I feel like that stretched me, and now I'm ready to be turned loose with this one. And that's kind of the mentality I want you guys to have is, I'm freaking turn me loose because I'm no longer saving it. I am turning it up. I'm not saving it anymore. And if that's your mentality, you are going to be blown away.
Yeah. So do you want to lay the homework on them?
Okay, so the homework, it's really easy, guys. So how many people out there have watched the movie Moneyball? Anybody? Okay.
I'm a go. I did.
Please add that to your list. You know how when your family's together, there's that week in between Christmas and New Year's when you don't know what to do, or everybody's off. Some people are off work, some people are at work, some people you're like, do I take my Christmas stuff down? Do I not take my Christmas stuff down? You know, that week. I want you to arrange to watch that movie. And the other one is The Pursuit of Happiness. Guys, Moneyball, I just rewatched it not too long ago, but I was on a phone call with Don Creek yesterday, and we had a Zoom last night where it came up again. And I always, when we were in the Olympics, I could find so much in the Olympics to apply to my business. Oh my gosh. But I always try to find a way to apply stuff to my business. And of course, you know, The Pursuit of Happiness is, if you've never seen it, get ready to have your world rocked. It is crazy good about never giving up. And Moneyball is about outside the box and how, you know, has anybody seen Moneyball?
I haven't.
Oh my gosh. Well, first of all, Brad Pitt's in it. Hello. But just to kind of give you I don't want to give it away, but it's a true story about the Oakland A's, the baseball team. And when I told Lisa this, I literally had chill bumps this tall on me. Y'all see how tall it is? Like an inch. But it's about the Oakland A's. It's a true story. Oakland A's, they stunk. They were horrible. And Brad Pitt was the manager, and he came across this guy who was Jonah Hill. Y'all know who that is, Jonah Hill. And he was like either a Harvard or Yale graduate, something like that, accounting major, and he knew a lot about baseball. Anyway, the gist of the story is they found all, and why it's going to apply to this 90-day run so much is because Jonah Hill's character in the movie is a numbers nerd, and he ran reports and he found different things, and he started finding people that could get on base. That maybe they couldn't catch the ball, maybe they had the most errors in the league, whatever, but they got on base. And he assembled a team of people who can get on base. Y'all get that?
Yep.
And watch what happened. So we're assembling a team that can get on base. And that's all we're doing. So does anybody have any comments or questions? I'm going to mute because I'm about to call.
This is Justine. I'm super, super excited. I think that we have a great group of people that's going to be working together. I'm excited to mesh together all these different personalities and bring out the best in everyone and use our strengths to just fly with those people who want to fly. I'm super excited. So thanks, Dina and Lisa, for coming up with the idea.
Absolutely. I'm thrilled. I can't wait. Gotta watch. I've watched The Pursuit of Happiness. It's one of my favorites, but I have to watch Moneyball next. Thank you, guys.
Well, I guess that's all for now. I did record this so that the people who couldn't be with us can watch it. Lisa, do you have anything else to say?
Thank you to all of you guys, because we all know it's a voluntary army, and I know that we have a handful of people that couldn't be on, but to those, I am so sorry. There's somebody going on outside, but to those people who chose not to participate, that's okay. You know, that's okay. We're gonna run with the runners, and we're gonna do this. And as you all think of things, okay, because you know how sometimes you could be somewhere and it's like the most random time of day, and you're like, "Ooh, I have a great thought." Send it to Dina or me. Don't let it get lost and get forgotten about in your brain because it's not an opportune time to tell one of us. If you have a thought, send it, text it, message it. I don't care what time, just send it, because if it's something that you think needs to be added to what we want to put together, we want that. That's exactly what we're looking for. And in addition to the 2 movies, what I would really love for each of you to think about is something that's been a part of this business for you that you feel could benefit the rest. Something that when your Zoom, when it's your week, when it's your time, something that you feel can benefit the rest. Like, I have a list here of like my leaders on this group. Like, for example, I'm going to read it to you. You know, I have Michelle Westover, reports, Kara, fitting business into a daily life with little kids, Amber Brill, who was on the phone, team culture and keeping it fun. That's something that she's amazing at. But that's what I think. What matters is what you think. So I want you all to think about something that really hit you and what you want to share and what you want to bring to the table that you think could benefit the rest of the group. So tack that onto your homework, and now we're done. We're nice teachers, so we're not going to give you any more homework. You're muted.
Worth and value plus tax. Yeah.
What'd you say?
Worth and value plus tax.
Right.
All right, guys. Can't wait. We're going to have the big launch Zoom on the 28th. So you guys know a little bit about what that's going to be about now. So you got time to fire up your group, and they'll know they'll know. At what point should we start adding all the rest of the people to this thread?
I don't know. I think we need to think about that for a little bit and see what else, I don't know. I was kind of thinking that we might want to come up with what our group Zooms are going to be maybe first. And then here's another thing. And this is, you know, since this is going to be a leader group right now, how are we going to handle the people, the director groups that have maybe chosen not to participate, the people that are within their organizations? How are we going to handle those situations? Because I don't want to eliminate an entire organization because one director chose not to participate. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think if they're on the thread and they want to be a part of it, it's their bit. You can't penalize somebody because their leader doesn't want to be a part of it.
Okay.
So I think it's all for one. If they want to be, absolutely no one's penalized. If they want to be a part, they should be a part.
Okay.
So why don't we do this? Why don't you guys start digging down into your groups and organization and telling them that we're going to be doing this 90-day run, and then maybe the week of maybe the week of Christmas or right after Christmas, start adding them to the thread. What do y'all think about that?
I think that works.
Yo, does that work for you guys?
Yep.
Okay, so just start going down on your team and saying, look, we're getting ready to really, we're going to, you know, tell them what we done. It's what are y'all getting, the meatballs? No, the Philly
Philly
Mob
Mob.
and the Memphis Mafia are joining forces for a 90-day run that's going to be epic. And we're super pumped. It's going to be time for you to have a voice, for you to shine. And, you know, and I want, you know what I told my group? I want to show you off. Tell them that. Say, I want to show you off. And it's time that we, you know, and I feel like I've run my mouth so much on this Zoom, but when I say but, that totally contradicts it. So, however, that's not how it should be. I want to hear from you guys. And in this industry, for whatever reason, it's always like the leaders, everybody wants to get to be a leader. Number one, probably because they want the money, but they want to help other people. But why should you only have a voice once you become an elite? That's not right. You need a voice now because there's talent down there that can help other people. And who knows, by finding that talent, it's going to advance you. And it's just a win-win-win situation.
Agreed.
Okay, guys. So start digging down, finding the people who want to do it, and just say, I want to know if you want to be a part of it. If you do, I'm going to be adding you to a thread. We're going to start the day after Christmas.
Okay.
Sound good?
Thanks,
Sounds
everyone.
good.
Yes, I'm so
Thank you.
excited. I'm so
Thanks,
excited.
guys.
All right, guys. Y'all have a wonderful day, wonderful weekend, and I can't wait.
Feel better, Gina.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.